A woman from Albion was killed this morning after a multi-vehicle crash in Wells.
It happened on the southbound side of the turnpike just before 9 a.m. near mile marker 20. State police say a car driven by 23-year-old Ouzan Silder of Massachusetts hit a minivan in a pickup.
We're told the pickup, driven by 53-year-old Gloria Casico, rolled over several times. Officials say Casico died at the scene, and her passenger, 60-year-old Vincent Casico of Albion, was flown to a Portland hospital with serious injuries.
The driver of the minivan, 51-year-old Troy Perrault of Old Orchard Beach, has minor injuries. The driver of a fourth vehicle involved in the crash was not hurt. The investigation is ongoing.